I just thought they played as a group. Going down 1-0 was probably a good thing for us in some regard, and the good push. Tight games from here on out. And to St. Thomas, great job. They're a dangerous team that plays the right way and play good hockey. But then I think going into the third was a neat feeling in the room. Like there was zero panic and very comfortable being an even game. And we didn't, I don't think you take moments like this for granted, and that's the maturity of this group. And a big shout out to our staff, because we probably couldn't have been more prepared for things that happened.
Thank you, Coach. We can open up to questions. Jack here. Again, if you're on the Zoom and have a question, just please raise your hand and I'll call on you to speak. Thank you.
Jack Henninger, USCHO. First question for Josh. Obviously, you're a captain. Last time you scored in one of these games didn't count, but how good did it feel for you to finally score one and you had made it count and no one was looking at it after the game? It seems like it was a big deal for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully our team put us in a really good spot. It didn't even matter if I scored or not. I mean, Murr put the game winner in before me, so there was no pressure this time to make sure it counted, but it felt great. I mean, having Isley hold me up like Simba in front of the crowd was pretty cool, so saluting the crowd was fun after that, and just having that breath of fresh air, that relief after scoring is great, especially in a tight moment like that in playoffs where everyone's kind of gripping their sticks a little bit. It gets everyone's shoulders a little bit less tense, so it felt great, and I mean, I was in a great spot, so it didn't matter too much. Our team just helped me out a lot, so.
Questions here? Jack's ready to go.
So I guess I'll just ask Evan. Obviously, that was a wicked shot. Didn't tip anybody. It just went right in. What were you seeing on that play? And obviously, it was a game-winning goal. Was there anything that you were thinking about leading up to that play? Just the need to score a goal, or what was the deal there?
Yeah, I mean, so we had kind of done tried to do a face-off play, so we had switched sides there, me and Bergmanis. But, I mean, I was just trying to get pucks on net. We had emphasis to kind of get a lot of bodies there. And when I eventually picked my head up, I saw had a good line, and goalie didn't see it coming. So, we had a good net front presence there. And Bergie to set me up there was special for sure.
Question over here.
Groller, you've been in this barn when it's been buzzing like this tonight. Mersey and Coach, is kind of your first night. Just talk about the support you guys had from the community tonight and the fans showing up.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's amazing. This town's so special. I mean, just being able to show up and seeing a crowd of whites, it's crazy, especially when they're that loud all night, no matter what happens. I mean, it's playoffs. We have our ups and downs, so we're not going to be perfect. And the fact that our fans just stick through all of it and keep cheering us on, especially in our lows if we're down 1-0 and we just hear that Mavericks chant, I mean, it keeps us going, especially keeping our energy positive, keeping our bench positive. So it was amazing, and this town's special. So thank you to all of our fans. Thank you so much for that.
I don't know about you, Groller, but even in the first, it was a little tricky because we couldn't hear each other talking and calling for the puck at some points, which obviously we're blessed to have that kind of support, and just the atmosphere was, like you said, crazy tonight. Unbelievable.
Definitely.
It's been so consistent, night in, night out. The care factor from the community, the student section. It was so nice to be back at home when they're not in Cabo. So that was good. That was good for us and great for the guys. It just means a ton between the Mad Machine and that. And it was awesome. And I would also give a huge shout out to the national award winners that were here as athletes and their teams and their coaches. We keep talking about winning, breeding, winning, and having those guys present was another part of it.
Yeah, and something to piggyback off of too is, I mean, throughout my 4 years here, it's been a long road, but being able to be so involved in the community lately, it's been really special. I mean, even in warm-ups, having the fans that we know personally, kids, whoever, adults, it doesn't matter. Like, just seeing someone you know, someone personal in the stands, it kind of helps you play a little bit more, a little harder. So having those kind of relationships in this town, it makes playing here even more special for sure.
Groller and Mersey, 33 was great again tonight. Talk about Alex, just how he's been lately and what you see in his game right now.
Yeah, I'll start as a defenseman. I mean, he's he's been our rock all year, and just makes our job so much easier to have that confidence that he's behind us and just, he's going to make that first stop 99% of the time. So just takes a little weight off of our shoulders for sure, and we can focus and nitpick some more details just as a decor between that. And yeah, I mean, I can speak for everyone when I say our decor is the most confidence I've ever seen in a group here with them behind us.
Yeah, I mean, I got to second everything he says. Tracy's been unbelievable for us this year. I mean, we could tell just when he first got here, the way he carries himself, who he is off the ice, it was bound to happen for him to just go off like this. And he's been amazing for us this year. So we're really happy for him, and we're really, really happy to have him on our team.
We got a question for Josh here, and just knowing you guys were already in the NCAA tournament, how were you guys able to kind of maybe put that aside and go out and win this game? Do you think?
I mean, it was a statement game for us, especially going into the next week and not winning it last year. It was something that stung for us, especially the guys returning. So it meant everything to us to win this game and show up ready for our fans and everyone who came to support us. It didn't matter whether we're playing next week or not. This game was everything to us tonight, and I hope that showed up on the ice.
Question from Tyler on Zoom. Go ahead,
Just one for me here for Coach Strand. I know you guys are obviously kind of coming with the mindset of it doesn't matter who we play. We'll just get ready for whoever we face in the national tournament here. But how are you judging this team's confidence heading in to the national tournament for the first time in 2 years, and how confident you guys can maybe make a run and maybe scare some of the big four, if you will, from the other conferences?
I would play any of the conferences. I think as a whole, from the CCHA on, all we do is iron sharpens iron. It's hard. Our league is hard. It is pro hard. So that part is really helped. This game tonight was valuable for us in that regard, just to keep going. And these guys don't really flinch. That's been a fun part for our group. Season 3 coming, and tonight was a good step for us to take. They keep getting better, and we've had to back off practice some because they compete, and they compete on, it doesn't matter the night before a game. So just happy for these guys because they keep putting their best foot forward, and the way they take care of each other on the rink is very valuable for us.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Up front here, please.
This is Ryan Steve from the Minnesota Hockey Magazine. For both of you guys, this is the third Mason Cup in 4 years. I mean, is this one more special to you guys because it's the third one, or is it kind of like this is what we do kind of a thing? We win the Mason Cup. What do you think?
For me personally, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, it being my last year as a fifth year and as a captain, I mean, there's a lot of pressure I put on myself, and I think our team put on ourselves to show up and win this game and really show our fans who we are and the world who we are. So I think it really, really meant a lot to us to win that, and to me myself. But we got a winning culture here in Mankato, and that shows up in our team, every team in the university. So I think that's just a part of who we are as people and as a team. So I think it's both sides for sure.
Yeah, so as you guys know, this was my first one, so special for me. But yeah, kind of like what Groller said, committing here, it's the expectation around here, and when you're coming here, you're expected to win, and we just have a bunch of guys that love to compete on this team. So to get that 2 trophies this year and looking for a third is special, and yeah, I just love it here. It's expected, it's pressure, and you're either feeling pressure or applying it, as Coach wrote up on the board this week. So yeah, we love it. Pressure makes diamonds. So yeah, just being at Mankato and knowing that that's what's expected of us is special for sure.
So Jack, again, from USCHO, just sort of piggybacking off of Coach's question, statement about talking about how hard this league is. Obviously, you guys play Bemidji last week. You play St. Thomas this week, probably 2 of your most intense rivals in the conference. How much does that get you guys prepared for the next stage of the NCAA tournament? I know Coach has also said your ultimate goal is to be in St. Louis. What does playing St. Thomas and beating them and playing Bemidji and beating them in these 2 high-intensity type of games do for you going into next week?
I think we're in a great spot going into next week, especially with just how our conference is structured. It's such a hard league. Like everyone plays so hard every night. They want to beat us every night. So we play a heavy game. It's playoff hockey any night that we play, whether it's in October, September, like things like that. It's always going to be that way. So I think we're ready for a game in the regional tournament where we're playing playoff hockey, and it's every little mistake matters. And I think that's our brand, where we limit our mistakes and we capitalize on other teams. So I think we're in a great spot. We're feeling confident and we're ready to play next week.
Yeah, I'll sound like the broken record here, but kind of just what he said, like just having those rivalries that are going to prepare us for playoff hockey night in and night out, and just, to have them playing against those teams, like I said, in high-pressure situations, just going to make us better.
Luke, do you feel like St. Thomas and Minnesota State it's a rivalry now? Now that's been in the championship game? Officially now?
Yeah, the championship game might be the explanation point. It's funny, you get St. Thomas around here because of sports and the history and the traction that's gained over time through all of our university back and forth. The proximity is going to be a good one. In the future, it'll be a non-conference rivalry that will continue, and they're going to get a good game. I kind of commented before the game that the way they play is stylistically is something we're going to see again, and I like the idea that the rivalry is there, but it's always good to be on this side of it.